Show my what up, though? You know the name. It ain't a game, nigga. It's still the same Joe Ma. You know the name. It ain't a game. It's still the same Joe Ma. Shit. I tell him like this. What you trying to do? I've been always true. Never need a crew. One man I've been through. Shit. What you trying to do? Heighten up the view. Jungle now is zoo. God shows and few.
Yeah. Crown 360, we back again. Episode 3, or should I just say our third time back at this motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My name is Joe Mob, if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm cool, Hunter.
I'm the first lady.
And I'm E.J.
Okay. That's what's up.
Phone sex E, man. She always
Yeah, that's her name.
live.
That's her name.
I'll give you a deal.
That's her name.
I'm
That's her
telling
name.
Yes.
But yeah. We was rapping outside though. We was out there having a little conversation about this internet shit, about social media and shit. And I was telling everybody how I felt about the situation. And I'm just gonna put it out there because niggas say I'm ignorant, but I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was saying that, you know, some things on social media it really annoys me. And you know, my perspective on it is my solo perspective on it is it's not really real. You know what I'm saying? I use it as a tool to promote my music and just have entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's not serious for me. But some things annoy the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes, you know, on my social media, on my Instagram, I follow a lot of aspiring, you know what I'm saying, models and IG models, and because I like women. You know what I'm saying? I like the body of the woman. You know what I'm saying? So I like to look at a lot of ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, a couple youngers they be posting ass pictures and shit, and I be loving it. You know what I'm saying? But then it throws me off sometimes because these youngers. These youngers be putting pictures of their kids in the joint. Like, the youngers have every picture of straight ass, and then one day, it's like, oh, now you a mom. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
You gotta
yeah.
separate that.
Joe, you have to do better in life. So
Bruh.
a woman
can't
can't
be
shine on social media and be a mother?
Shine, be a mother,
How you
but
gonna shine your ass cheeks
oh, I
and then
mean,
you gonna have your son smiling in the background?
yeah, and I'm supposed to
No.
double tap that though? You want me to double tap that?
I can't
But
double
wait,
tap
the kid
that.
not in the background. It's the picture of the kid.
I don't
by
see what the two
themselves.
got to do
I mean,
with each other.
sometimes they be with the kid. I'm saying I ain't hating on, you know what I'm saying, anybody being a mother and doing their thing straight. But I'm just saying to throw me off being a guy that's supporting your artistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show your body and all that. But dog, you know what I'm saying? Get a separate account to show your family and all that shit. I'm not trying to double click all that. I just want to click the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, you know, I understand what he's saying because my thing is, I'm not calling you a pervert. You know what I'm
I'll be,
saying?
hey, fuck it, call me what you want.
I'm
I
not
don't care.
calling you a pervert, but you have, if you are exposing yourself in a sexual way through 3,000 pictures and then one pops up of you and your child, I don't think that's appropriate.
I think y'all make absolutely no fucking sense right now.
I think you have
Like,
to-
seriously, yeah?
You
Seriously.
should have 2 different accounts.
Seriously.
It affects my thirst. That's all I'm saying. It affects my
I
thirst.
can get that part.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying
Let's
about
not
it.
be so thirsty.
Oh, come on now.
Hey.
It's a thirsty world.
Hey.
This is a thirsty
Niggas are
social media.
dehydrated these
Social
days.
media is predicated on the thirst. Everybody's
they are.
using that shit for a thirsty situation.
Yeah.
Most people, I ain't say everybody, but most people.
Okay, about to say, not
Not everybody,
A
most
lot
people.
of people
So-
do get fame off of that
Yeah.
internet.
But it ain't even
these
about
days.
fame. Thirsty is about what you desire. People can get anything they desire off the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
they can.
So it's
Easy
like,
access.
yeah. So it's like every individual got singular, like their own individual desires, and they can just perversely just figure that shit out off the social media, dog.
Yeah.
It's real slick. It's real simple though. At the same time.
I mean, it's a new day and age. I think the funniest thing about social media is like Pimp C said that shit. Like, pimping ain't dead and moves to the website. Like,
Oh man.
that
Pimp C said
inbox,
that. Pimp C
Very
said
much
that.
so.
that
Pimping
inbox
ain't
is
dead.
He was
vicious,
a
man.
prophet. He was a
Very
prophet.
much so.
Inbox is vicious. Like now, like women don't need a pimp no more.
Oh nah.
They put the pictures up in the inbox. You open for business. You know what I'm saying? Like you see in the profiles, like no dick picture block, selling vids
I see a
via
lot of that.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
So how you selling pictures online,
Hey,
man?
but they
People must
selling
buy
them.
'em. Yeah.
They selling them. No, that's
Who's
the,
buying pictures?
no.
of a
Bahamas
woman?
is buying them
Perverts.
joints, bro. They is buying. Why you gotta call them perverts? They are just thirsty males, all women.
Thirsty males.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little, you know how it is out here
I
these
wrote a
days.
song about that too.
What was the song called?
Liking up.
Uh-oh.
You know how
Why she
niggas,
say
they be
like
liking
that, though?
all your,
Phone
they be
sex
on
and
your
shit,
page and shit, liking up all your pictures and shit,
so what
all
you-
up in your inbox.
So you don't like that? You telling me you don't like that?
Liking up.
But do you like
on
that though?
Thursday. You know what? I rarely get it, so I ignore it.
Oh, okay.
I really get it.
Okay.
I don't really get liking up like too much.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay.
I've never gotten a penis picture.
I have.
I've never received
Oh, you
any
said
of
you
that.
had. She said like she's still
That's what I'm saying.
traumatized,
It's
bro.
a new day and age. It's
She
like,
said it
I'd
like,
rather
I have,
not,
Lord
but
have
I've
mercy.
You've gotten a
a
penis
few.
picture?
Dog.
Listen.
And
You know
I
you
block
like
them.
it. You know you
I
like
laugh. I do the laughing emojis. and I block
unsolicited
them.
penis
it.
pictures.
You know
And
you
they
like
be
that.
trying to
joint.
make it look
I know.
extra large and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know
Not
why
cool,
brothers
guys,
do that
not
though.
cool.
3D.
I don't know why brothers
when
do
you-
that though.
Not
When
cool.
the nigga sent you the dick pic, did he have his face in it, or did he just
my
have?
God.
A couple of them did.
Oh, so they
That's
went
the part I
hard.
don't get. That's
They
OC.
went hard. Those
That's
are guys
OC.
they go hard about their thing.
No,
send
those
the
are the
body
guys that
part.
are lying because that's probably not his penis.
If his face
You
in
mean,
it,
if he got his
His
face
face
in
in
it,
it,
that's
it
his
should
shit.
be
What you
him.
talking about?
Whatever.
He don't care. That's
he
a brother
doesn't
that
send
don't
two
care,
different
son.
pictures, like a picture of his face and then
Nah,
a picture of his
nah,
It's a
nah,
penis.
nah, nah.
full body.
like some bammers
picture.
really be like standing in front of the mirror
Yeah,
with the
like,
selfie
yo,
with
what's
their
good?
wood out.
That's what
Like
they do.
I don't get that. I don't get
You
it.
know, it looks 5 pounds bigger. Like
Oh,
everyone
wow.
looks bigger.
5 pounds.
Niggas right, damn, nigga. I'm about to send one right now.
That's a heavy ass penis.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
5 pounds.
But like
Well,
I
I'm
told
saying
you though, that
you
joint
look,
work for somebody.
you look 5 pounds. The camera puts like 5 pounds on you, so it
5
might
to 10
look
pounds.
bigger than what it is.
Oh, okay.
And then aren't you gonna be disappointed
true.
when you
I
really
see what you're
see?
saying.
See, I don't think dudes care. I think
Nah, dudes don't
from
care.
from a technology
Like, that shit
standpoint.
does not look the same.
Nah.
Nah.
It doesn't matter to
Trickery.
men. It doesn't matter. Like the fact
But
that
it
I could
should.
send a dude can send out 10 dick pics in a day. All he has to get is a hit back off of one. That's the
Oh,
only.
and
That's
he's
when he
happy.
focuses his attention.
He's
to.
happy off that
So
one
it
though.
doesn't
son.
matter.
I'm not gonna look at him serious though. I don't
But
know.
it doesn't. He just
You
if
shouldn't.
he's sending you dick pics, he's just trying to hit.
Yeah, that's
He's
all.
not trying to date you.
Yeah, that's
But if
why
he
you
put his
block
face in it, I
them
think he
and
cares.
Keep it moving.
If he put his
he said it.
if he put his face in the picture, I think he cares. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if he put his face in the picture, he might care or he might be naive or
No, he's just not smart.
I don't know. I
Not
don't know.
smart
he's
at
not
all.
I don't really understand how
Yeah.
you
Not
send
smart.
a random woman a picture of you fully nude. Like when you see like the NBA dudes that have been exposed, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, you're a millionaire, and you're standing in front of a mirror naked.
But you know what I think it is though? I think it's
What are you
the
doing?
thirst building up and a motherfucker just blow up and just do at a moment of weakness, he just does some dumb shit. I just think that it can't take it no more. I think Obama's perversion or whatever you want to call it just builds up and then Obama like, I gotta do this. It's one day I have to do this. It's a long shot. It's a long shot, but hey, look.
Click.
People win the
Too
lottery.
late. You can't take that
yeah,
shit
people
back.
win the lottery all the time. Click.
It's a SoundCloud.
It
Yeah.
happens like
not
that
about
though.
that life.
It happened to Draymond Green during the finals last year.
Oh
What
yeah,
happened?
I forgot about
Yeah.
that. I forgot about
Like,
that.
I think he Snapchatted a youngin a picture of him like I think like for the most part like fully nude.
With his face in the joint?
But I think Snapchat, your pictures go away. I ain't on Snapchat,
But
but
that joint in the cloud, whatever you put in there,
it don't
stay
matter.
in the
It's
cloud.
in the cloud,
bro.
so
Yeah.
of course that joint hit the net, and he had to
course.
apologize. Now you trying to win the chip. You're like, well, I lost focus.
He lost focus taking pictures of his penis.
I'm sorry,
Hey
Steph.
man, look man, he shouldn't have to apologize for that though. He had a moment of weakness. People should understand that. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
like he was probably really trying to get some.
But I'm gonna tell you like this though, like we was talking about before. If I think brothers look at the joint jive different, depending on the female. Like if a female look gross, we don't want to see no pussy pic. But if it's a solid joint, you know what I'm saying? You send me a pussy pic and I'm having a bad day, I'ma thank you. I'ma say thank you because you just made me feel better. You know what I'm
At
saying?
least ask me for my number
go
and
ahead,
then
yeah.
send the picture. Don't send it to
No,
my
I don't
DM.
want to. I might not want to know. I might just want to see the pussy pic one time. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. The sun just came out.
You know, I hate
Nope.
that when they send me a picture. Like, nah, you send me a picture.
You got
Damn, I got a
I've
son.
never liked that. You're not gonna put me all up in your friends'
But once you send you
Be
the picture, you
showing
send me the
it
email
picture.
and
everybody.
stuff. I would never
Uh-huh.
send a naked picture to no dude. I'm sorry. Nah, because you're not gonna get me when I get famous. It's just like this Egypt's ass. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Hey, but you know everybody got a picture in
That
the
come
cloud.
with the
Stop
price
freaking.
of fame.
No,
though.
you just gotta be particular about who you send them to. First and foremost of all, it's like who send it first. You know what I'm saying? And what you send. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I don't understand how you be fully nude.
It just has to be an even exchange.
But you know what's crazy though? The brothers that be doing that, they be having youngins though. They be having
See,
youngins
now
on
let's
social
talk-
media.
Let's talk about that.
They
Let's
be
talk
having
about that.
youngins
Yeah,
on
let's-
social
'Cause
media,
this is
and
something
then
I'm
they
passionate
sending
about.
Let's
Okay?
talk
butt
about
naked
that.
pictures of themselves to
Let's talk
other
about that
youngins on social
like
media.
that. We have to. Y'all go first. I'm stuttering because I'm. my
T look like she
displeasure-
had. T look
my
like she had
my
experience with
displeasure
that
with the
shit.
fellas is about to come
Hey yo,
out. So
T look like
y'all
she
go.
had experience and shit.
Go ahead, T. I'm sorry.
Nothing crawls up my ass sideways
Oh man.
Oh wow.
more than having a man that you talking to or even in a relationship with, and then you go to social media and see his name pop up on a girl's picture with no clothes on, and it says
Like,
your boyfriend's name and 150 other people
Oh,
have like
why does that
picture.
bother you though?
It irritates me.
Cut it
Why?
out.
Why does
You
it
know
bother
why?
you?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because history. I've met and dealt with a lot of people via social media. Like this is a technology era, and I meet a
Small
lot
world.
of people I still am friends with to this day that I've dated or whatever from social media. So I get that you start liking pictures and DMing people because you find them attractive and you want to see where it goes.
All right.
So even if you got a girlfriend, that don't change. Niggas still do the same shit. You still gonna like bitches' pictures, and as soon as one that you really, really like hits you up and say hi or comment or say thank you, that's your opening,
Temptation.
and that's where you fly in and shit go left. I don't like it. I always said my
That's
next
his
man will not have a social media account.
Hold on. Whoa,
I
are you
do
going to
not
control
want
that?
that
Left,
man
right.
to have a social
Wait,
media
order
You
in
gonna
the court.
control that,
Order
though?
in the court.
Nope.
You
I
gonna
agree.
control that
Nope.
though? What you gonna
I
tell?
agree.
So if
I
a
don't
nigga
want
got
it.
a social media and he meets you, you gonna be like, you gonna have to delete that.
If he
boo.
already got it, that's one thing. But if he don't, then let's keep it that way.
If you don't have it, why do you need to have it now when you're with me? Don't do that. And then I find out you have a secret name like Fox Love and shit. Like really?
That's but look, scrolling
Like, really?
up on the internet on the wall is like walking down the street.
In a sense, right.
That's what it's like.
Right.
So if a nigga click double like, that's like a nigga just looking at a bitch.
Lies,
But you know
lies.
what?
Let me tell
Hold
you
on,
why.
hold on,
Let me
hold
tell
on.
you why.
Did you feel
Let
me
me
on
tell
that
you
or not? You
why.
don't feel me on that?
Because social media makes people way more accessible than just walking down the street and seeing them. Half of the
Absolutely.
people you see on social media, you would have never seen in person walking down
Yeah,
the
you
street.
can't have sex with them through social
So
media,
you,
though. So
but
don't
you
go
can
that
get
far.
Tell
to
'em
know
how-
them and fly them out, and you can
That's-
fly out to them. Like,
That's
don't
if
act
they
like
pay
this shit
the
don't
attention,
happen.
though. That's if they pay the attention.
But you don't know. You gambling
ask
with
you a
it.
question.
Why even gamble with it?
But why even have
If
so
you're in a
much doubt?
relationship.
Hold on.
Let me ask you, why is it that I understand what you? Why is it that if you don't have a page, a man does not have a page, and they get one, they hide it from their female friend?
Because they
Why?
want some
Hide it or
foul.
just
They
don't
hide
talk
it. They
to you
won't.
about it.
When you don't tell me that is you're hiding something. When you're not telling me that you have a page, that is hiding. Why are you
Right.
being secretive about
Well,
it?
nowadays you can't even hide a page one.
You can,
because
girl.
your phone, like social media, asks for your
Don't give
telephone
too
number,
much
and if you
information.
sync
Yeah.
your contacts
right.
to your social
Nah, you
media,
right, yeah.
you
It
can
pops
still
up.
find out whose page is who and who got a page
But I
and
hear a
who
lot
don't.
of insecurity going on. Okay.
Talk that
Absolutely
real.
not.
Talk
That
that
ain't
real.
insecurity.
Hey, honey, I was gonna let him
That is
slide
not
though.
insecurity.
Hold
Honey,
on, first and foremost of all.
Okay, go ahead.
Why are you being
You know
secretive?
what? You know
Nobody
what?
told me.
If you're being secretive, that's speaking volumes about that guy. First of all.
Okay.
Now, as far as liking women's pictures,
Come on now.
I like women's pictures because they're fucking beautiful. And
Come
I want
on
them to feel
now.
special.
Delicious.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Delicious.
I'm not gonna
Come
be
on.
mad. Who clocks? Who likes? Whose pictures?
Come on.
There's
I'm
a
not-
deeper
That's
issue
inhumane.
there.
That is
So,
inhumane.
First of all, now
Preach it.
I'm
Wow.
gonna give you. I'm gonna use some women. So let's say I like Keke Palmer's picture.
Right.
Oh my God.
And
Right.
Keke Palmer slides in my inbox, be like, "Hey, handsome, I'm gonna shoot my motherfucking shot."
And
What
he
the fuck
hopes
you
he
talking
See what I'm
about?
saying?
He hopes he
Point
switches.
And I'm
taken.
not gonna be secretive about that.
And you shouldn't be hating on him for switching because that's a once in a lifetime
I
shot.
never-
Like my lady likes Kevin Garnett. If she likes Kevin Garnett's picture 3 times, and he's sending her the emoji of some eyes, I know she gonna start feeling warm inside.
Oh, man.
Like I ain't
I'm
gonna,
not
You ain't gonna want to think about it though. though.
I'm being realistic.
Realistically,
I'm
though.
not gonna like something on social media and expect for my woman to not like it and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
social media. So
And
that's
I
one thing.
agree with you.
Now, if you sliding in DMs, greased up naked in front of your bathroom mirror, you have some different motives.
Okay.
So that's one thing.
Okay.
If you gonna cheat, you gonna cheat. You gonna cheat.
Uh-huh.
So it's not social media's fault that dudes are doing what they doing or women doing what they
Nah.
doing. There's nothing wrong with the dude liking the picture. I try to send as
It
many
is
emojis
nothing
on
wrong
women's
with
pictures
that
as possible.
but just don't
Uplifting.
jock my.
Right, I wanna,
Uplifting.
Just
what's
don't
wrong with
jock
that?
how many
Not a
people
damn
I
thing.
like.
But you know, it kind of ties into the thing was like women struggle with giving men compliments, but are always mad when men give women compliments.
And
Like,
then they call niggas thirsty, but
Right.
they show
No,
they
that's not the
shit.
truth. That's not the
That's
truth.
not true
The
at
truth
all.
is that you guys act like, oh, I don't be looking at no woman.
No.
Oh, they don't be
No,
not
liking
me.
me like
Not
that.
me.
I don't
That
even be paying
kills
attention
Not me.
to that.
I don't know who them
You
niggas
lie.
be, son.
Instead of being truthful and being honest like we are. Oh yeah, I have male friends. Oh yeah. Oh, baby, you just said I look cute, and you be like, well, who that nigga?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a little different, though.
No,
That's a
but
little
y'all get your
different, though.
insecurities
I mean,
too. The
right,
issue
right,
that
right,
women
right.
have with men these days is because you are not open enough and secure
That's a
to
argument.
just be honest.
Sneaky.
You gotta
Just
be
be
honest.
honest.
You gotta be honest. Though. You gotta
Because
shoot the
that
shit.
will lay out
Sneaky.
the whole path in your relationship. Because she can't say you hit anything from her.
But I tell you what, my bad, go ahead. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No,
I
no,
was
you're
just saying,
fine.
I was saying, I recommend if you really care, if you try to be in a relationship and you really care about your relationship, you can have social media. Just don't be each other's friend. Don't be each other's friend.
Oh my God.
And your
I
relationship
agree.
will work, my
struggling.
nigga.
I agree.
That shit
I
will work.
agree.
Thank you, E. That's what I'm
I
talking
agree.
about. Thank you.
I don't want to
I'm
be your
not
friend.
got a
gonna agree
female on
or
my
disagree.
side.
I think it depends on the person.
What you mean? What you mean?
If it just depends. I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree or disagree with that. I don't.
I don't want to be
I've
your
been in
friend.
both
You
situations.
said you don't agree or disagree. Make a
Yeah, I've been.
decision.
That shit
I've
fucked her
been
up.
in
Nah, it
both
fucked her up.
situations.
It fucked her up. She was like, oh,
I've been with
shit.
somebody who was not
What
my
you
friend on
don't
social
know won't
media
hurt
and
you.
someone who was.
Tell it.
What you don't know is not. Let me tell you something. Things that are supposed to be exposed will be exposed.
Right. Like the
And
truth will always come
and
to
if
light.
you know your man's pattern,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna know
But let me
what's going on.
let me say this. Let me
That's
say
why
this
we
though.
always
Let
If
me
you
know.
know your man's pattern, you're going
Let me say
to
this,
know
though.
what is
Uh-oh.
going on.
Some things that you
Uh-oh.
Don't
think
be
that you
blind.
need to know, you only think that out of insecurity. It might not even be that big enough to really affect your relationship,
Yeah.
but you will allow it to.
That devil be
because your
working.
nigga, it be on your back.
That devil
You
be
like,
working.
what- It be an old friend contact your man. And all she want to do is say, I saw your pictures, and it reminded me of something in the past, and I just wanted to say, I'm proud of you, and keep doing your thing. And your girl will be
that's
in your
fine.
phone.
Excellent
Nah,
point.
every female don't
But-
think that's fine. Why your ex talking to you?
Excellent point.
Why
That's
she
fine.
talking to you?
Excellent point.
That's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
flirty.
Excellent
That's
point,
not.
Joe.
I'm trying
Or
to
she
see
might
you
say,
tonight.
oh, you still look good. Oh, why
That's
she
fine,
saying
too.
that, though? Why she saying
Yeah.
that? Y'all just be
Social
tripping.
media-
Social media make people trip.
Well, social media is a big part of relationship breakups.
oh,
big
In this
part
day
of
and
it.
age, yeah.
In this day
Hell
and age,
yeah.
social media will break
What?
your life down.
Down if you let
That's
it.
why I don't have a problem with men saying, "Oh, I don't have social media. I don't have an IG page. I don't have an Instagram page."
When I hear it, I be like, thank
hallelujah.
God.
That don't mean women ain't on planet Earth. That just
Like,
mean they
thank
getting nothing more line.
God.
Well, if you guys,
See, they forgot. See, social media became such a norm. They
Yeah,
forgot about how it
the
used to
old
be.
way,
They
like-
forgot about that.
Like, we know how to
Who
walk up
agrees
to
with
women and
that?
get numbers
At the
and-
grocery store. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
the grocery store.
All right,
I put it
ladies.
out there, the
How
grocery
about
store.
this? I
On
need
Sunday
the
morning.
ladies to
Smart
call
shoppers,
in.
shop-
Hold on,
shoppers.
y'all.
Ladies, call in at 202-652-0708
Come on, please. Tell us how you feel, boo-boo.
and tell us how you feel about your man or someone
and-
you're
and-
dealing
and-
with
shoot it straight.
If
on
they blinking,
social media.
All right, look. Well, as soon as they blink,
This is
nigga,
ridiculous,
I'm
man.
clicking. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because I want to know. Because a lot of females be tripping. You know what I'm saying? But on a flip note, just like relationships break up off social media, shit, a lot of relationships they happen off of social
And
media.
that's
right.
why they break up on
No,
social
no,
media
no, no.
too.
No, that's not
There are
true.
deeper
That's
issues
what I'm
there.
That's not
That's
true.
saying.
That's
That's
not
what I'm-
true.
that's
so
my
you saying
whole
because they
point.
came in social media, they gonna break up off of social
So
media?
I know a lot of guys who they make it seem like social media and them liking pictures and talking to girls is not a big deal.
Which is not.
But when you have constantly over the years met women and flew women out to you and flew out to them and built relationships with these women and had sex with these women on social media, and then your girl has a question about you inboxing somebody.
Hold on. Go ahead.
That's a pattern.
First question.
You're known for doing that.
First question.
Okay.
Did you meet your girl and crack your girl on social media?
They might have.
So then shut the fuck up.
Oh, dang.
Because you was
No.
one of them.
No, no, no,
You was one of them.
He kept it too real
You was one
for
of-
him.
Don't get
He kept
mad.
it too real for him.
Don't get mad with
Okay,
me.
but even if you
hold
were
on.
one of
I'm not saying
them,
you, per se. I'm just saying.
but
in
even
general,
if you were one of them, you know what to look out for when
Right,
he's doing it with
that's-
somebody else, and that's
where
the
insecurity
problem.
comes
That's
in
not
at.
an insecurity
Just
though.
because he met you on social media and y'all didn't date and a week later y'all was having unprotected sex doesn't mean he's doing that with every woman.
That's true. He
It's-
might be
that's-
strapping up with the mother joints,
Right.
and that means he cares. That
He
means he
did.
cares.
I mean,
If he
we
cheats
are-
with the
we are
joints
all
with brothers, he
exaggerating
cares.
to a certain extent,
Oh my
but we can't
God.
blame social media for people's intentions because I'm old enough to know. I remember not having a cell phone. I remember when stuff used to get popping when you had your own line in the
come
house.
on, preaching now,
Slim,
brother.
so it, you know,
Oh
like
man.
I get the social media part. People doing what they doing because they are who they are.
Oh nigga.
As long as you consistent, it's not a problem. Your girl's not gonna have a problem with you liking pictures and commenting on pictures if you're consistently doing it if you've always done it.
Exactly.
Now, if you randomly doing stuff and you come out of the blue and you paint a certain, like I know dudes that hit girls with the okie doke. Like you constantly see them posting pictures of their girl and she, they crushing on her on Wednesday and they doing this and they
Liking
doing certain
up.
they
Then
doing
they be
certain
in
things.
somebody inbox.
And then when you link up with them, like nigga, I got bitches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, but them the bitches he
Scroll.
wouldn't have never got if he ain't have no social media.
But no, you can't say that.
that's
Because
not
You
true.
can't
social,
say
like
that.
I
He look like a
said,
midget.
like I
Say
said,
that.
social media makes people way more accessible
It does.
than
It
they
does.
would
That's
have
true.
been without it.
But this the thing.
But if you
Like there's a bigger pool.
But
to
you okay?
choose
So
from.
what do you do? Okay. Let that be okay. Let's say we buy into that as being a reality, which it is true to a certain extent. What do you do now? You don't live a life out of fear, thinking like, oh man, social media is such a temptation. I'm afraid of what it could do to my relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's saying do that.
Nah, but what I'm
Right.
saying is you can't trip off that shit because it's a norm. It's like, dog, you clicking likes on bitches' asses, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, until a nigga is missing at home, you shouldn't be tripping about what he doing on his phone.
He's
That
not
should be a
coming
rhyme
home.
right there. Until a nigga
He is
missing
not
at
coming
home,
home.
you shouldn't trip on what he doing on his phone.
Or when you see
Oh,
his
shit.
notifications and you see the kind of messages that people are responding.
You know,
That's
I
when
had
you can start
to,
tripping.
like, honestly, I had to push away from that. Like, I can't go, it's too much energy to be looking in somebody's nose. Like, I cannot.
I don't do that.
That is so stressful to even be looking at somebody's shit. Let me tell you something. I learned my man's pattern. That
I gotta
is
say
all.
that's the second time you said that. I'm gonna say something about that. I gotta say
What, the
something.
pattern?
I gotta say something. About
He's
That's
shaking
some
his
real
head.
shit, though.
When he's shaking his head, he got some shit to say.
Like,
that.
it's-
I'm not gonna cut you off. Keep going.
I'm just saying, like, and I learned you have to learn to trust, and you have to learn to be open and honest.
Okay, now.
You have to learn to pray and let God take the wheel.
Okay.
I'm telling you, in
Hallelujah.
relationships, you
She
have
seem like
to.
she has some
Because that
some
shit will burn you
experience.
down to the ground. And if you do not
You can't trip
brace
off it.
yourself, huh?
Yeah, you're right. You can't trip off
You
it.
cannot control anybody. And I'm
Yeah.
saying, I'm glad that my friend is not on social media. I'm glad that he chooses not to be on it. But do I like badger him about it? No, I don't.
nah.
Because I have male friends and I have people that like up on my pictures.
And do he trip
And
on
it's
that? Does he
nothing.
trip on that?
No, he does.
Then that's a beautiful
And
thing.
I have to give him the same respect back. So
That's a beautiful thing.
I just learned to just not get into that. I don't go through no one. I don't even go through his phone because I don't want him to go through mine.
But see, on the flip, this is the thing that fucked me up.
I just give him that respect. Everybody has to keep their own identity when you have a relationship.
Yeah,
you have to be your own person.
You're right.
And I have to give you the same respect that you give me, and that's with balance. Again, we talk about that balance. So I'm not gonna go chasing and looking for something because when you do find it, it could be his Aunt Mary. You know what I'm saying? You on a phone call, like, yeah, what are you calling him at 5 o'clock in the morning? And stuff like, baby, I was just trying to tell him, Grandma, Prisha just passed away, and now you embarrassed, like, really. But so I don't want to be caught in that. Like, I just have to trust and let God take the wheel.
Right, true shit. I just want to say, but the thing about it is, I think when people make it a reality, like some people, I don't think some, like me, for instance, I don't look at it like social media is real. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it like that shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? I can use it for whatever I want, but it's fake. But some people think that feel like it's so real. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think likes is real. Like that shit to me, it's not real. Motherfuckers that like the shit don't even like me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. Yeah. Like likes ain't even real to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't understand.
People get so high off of that. Like it's fake. Like you famous.
It bothers people, son. Yeah. And I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like the investment, the emotional investment with people. Because even I see, and you know another thing that bothers me, dog, when motherfuckers be on that internet for pity. They be on the internet.
As if they are in your world, as if they are part of you. Like, as if they know who you are. Really, I don't like that neither. Like, you cursing me out because I made a comment. Like, who are you?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Social media allows people to do that.
Niggas like social media beefing and shit. Niggas love be internet gangsters and shit. I hate them niggas.
There's no accountability to it. That's why I said, like, a dude could send dick pics to a woman and she don't like him, and it's like, all right, oh well, you know, I'll just go back home. You know, like, so it doesn't matter. But Egypt said something about patterns, right?
Oh Lord,
here we go.
Somebody tricked his ass.
No.
That shit bothered his ass.
You got it all wrong. I think the problem that women often have. This might be a slight digression. I ain't gonna go too far. But patterns can be manipulated, and I think that men realize that women operate off of patterns. So if you never really
smart man,
random thought. Hey, I'm missing it. So if you never have a pattern, then there's nothing for you to follow. You're reading into the wrong thing. Stop trying to learn about me from following my behavior or watching my behavior without communicating with me and making sure my words and my actions match. You just can't watch what I do and assume what I'm gonna do next or what I want or what I like and how I feel.
It's gotta be both.
It's balance.
It's gotta be both.
You just can't get a man's patterns down and think that you know a man. I just had to say that.
It's gotta be both. That's gotta be both.
But isn't that hand in hand, like a pattern and balance and?
Well, I mean,
if it's consistent.
I think it's more
and
about,
that's what I'm.
I don't think it's about patterns versus more than consistency.
Okay.
But it's about
But
it's about connecting with what a motherfucker's saying and what a motherfucker's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not even understand what somebody's doing until they vocalize what they're doing.
And vice versa. I mean? But I noticed that just in my personal experience, like a woman can feel strongly and not be able to articulate how she feels.
Yeah.
But still want you to understand
what
she's talking about.
Oh, you can tell we got experience in that. We both say that at the same time.
I don't know nothing.
It's like, well, you know, like.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, all right.
I'm an over.
Never mind. You don't understand. I don't, or you don't know how to explain how you feel.
I will break it down to you.
But I don't
break it down.
That might be another topic for another day. I don't.
But nah, because those kind of people be on social media exposing all their business and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I had the worst day of my life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting 50 likes because some motherfucker is miserable and they want that pity and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What do you want from me?
You know
man, Tyrese Bama ass.
You know exactly what we're talking about right now. First of all, he's up to something.
He's a Bama for life.
He got some mental.
He's up to what?
I don't know.
A psych ward?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter though. You can't respect them grown ass man that get on motherfucking TV and cry. I mean, cry.
I can respect
Nobody's
a man
listening because you're
that
not
cries.
there. Man,
That was
shut the
bad,
fuck
though. That was a
up,
bad
bro.
look. That was a bad
You're
look.
dark skinned and you're doing that shit. You know what?
Oh
give
my God.
God
What
your
does dark
melanin
skin
back.
have to do
Give
with
God your
anything?
melanin back. It's some light skinned brothers with heart that need that shit.
Man, where's Mass at?
Wait a minute.
Hey,
That was
hey,
very
hey,
hard.
Give your
It
melanin back. I'm
was.
saying, brother was crying like a sucker, bro. Like a sucker.
Okay, some
Woo.
men are sensitive.
Right,
That
there's
does
nothing
not
wrong with
mean
that.
that they're not a man.
I use social media for therapy. That's where my random thoughts come from. Just
Have
got to
you ever-
speak my mind.
Nigga, I've been watching you random thoughts.
I don't
ain't
cry,
never-
though.
Okay, I'm about to
I
say,
ain't
nigga,
crying,
I ain't
man.
seen you shed a tear yet, my nigga.
ain't
You know what I'm saying?
Some men do not shed tears
But
when they're
I'm
emotional.
not saying men don't cry. I'm saying cry in the privacy of your fucking closet, nigga. Go in your bathroom and cry. Don't even let your mama see you cry at a
Why
certain
would you
age,
cut
nigga.
your
I don't
phone
think
on and
that-
hold the
that's
button and then
right.
stalker?
Yeah, bruh.
I'm telling you, Tyrese.
No,
I'm telling
crying
you right
and then,
now.
and then put
That shit ain't
crying
real.
with your camera at angles.
That
That's
shit ain't- that
weird.
shit ain't
That's
real.
some weird shit to me. Like, I don't know
Nigga.
why.
Don't fall for the okey doke.
That nigga take a
Yo.
Snapchat.
That was
I'm
super
telling
lame.
you, don't fall for the okey doke.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Tyrese. He's setting it like I think he's going to pop up in the Mr. Hobbs movie. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, dog.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
That's the
Hyde.
only-
you
He's
said?
like don't. It's just like when T.I. and Tiny. We talking about how they was going to break up.
Yeah.
And then after the season, they're
Well, you put
magically
it
about
that
to
But
get
my
back
nigga,
together.
but my nigga, if
There's
my,
nothing wrong with Tyrese.
but
man.
if I might say this,
he's
dog,
just trying to stay relevant.
that shit maybe so.
You have to in Hollywood.
Maybe so, but
That's all
that
they
shit
doing.
with Tiny and T.I., that shit was done almost choreographically smooth.
Right.
This shit with Tyrese, my nigga, that wasn't smooth, my nigga. That's
And then
not,
he brought Will and Jada into it. Like,
dog, but
But
talking
people bring
about
Will
they
and
gave
Jada into
them
everything. Like
$55 million.
whenever people want to talk about swinging or having an open relationship, they always throw Will and Jada in the mix. They're like, damn, like what
But
we
Will
doing?
and
Wow.
Jada
Can we-
never
can they
came
live their
out
life
about
and shit?
that.
Huh?
and
So
they
I'm
probably
trying to
never
figure out.
will.
I said Will and Jada have never came out and had an interview with Oprah,
Right.
or
and they
uh,
probably
Shit,
won't.
Oprah ain't came out about some shit. What the fuck you mean?
I'm about to say, what the fuck Oprah
Hey
gonna
girl.
Hey,
get?
Gail.
Her girl
Y'all terrible.
scissor clapping and shit.
Hey,
Get out
Gail.
of here.
Like y'all wouldn't like it if y'all
What?
seen it.
What?
I might,
don't
yeah, I would
know.
like it. I
don't
watch
know.
it. I watch it. Yeah, I
See
go
what I'm
ahead. I pay
saying?
for that
You
tape.
watch Gail
I
and
pay for that
Oprah?
tape, nigga. I pay for that tape.
I don't know. I
don't
think
think I
Gail
can
got
look
that.
at
She got that high school roller spirit.
Man,
I think
what?
she'll
Oh
go.
my god.
Gail probably a real freak.
she'll
Y'all
go.
slipping.
I can't with
I
them.
think she'll go.
And Oprah probably get it in. Oprah probably real aggressive with her shit.
I
though.
think Oprah's more in a dominatrix.
That's
type.
what I'm saying. Oprah wants you to call her Mister. And
Like
shit.
she might throw like
Oprah
We're
a
about
freak.
to be blackballed.
Okay.
No. We good.
Ain't nobody
Oprah, if you're
saying
listening, I
that.
love you.
Oprah, you gonna hate
Oprah,
on
we
some
love
niggas?
you.
I love you,
dog. Come on, son.
Give me
Oprah
a
might
seat
throw
in the
like
audience.
$100,000 like super hard at you.
Man,
Just
I
like,
can't
ow,
wait.
like,
I catch that shit.
I will catch
Thank you,
1,000 million.
Oprah. You know what I'm
half
saying? I
or
love
whatever.
you too.
but then she
Whatever.
throw
My
that shit.
weave, I catch that shit like.
Yeah.
Then Gail will just pounce on you, and then she just do whatever she tell. I don't know, man.
But see,
Yeah.
but see, you know what that ties in with social media? How we can just tap in because we can see people's lives so easily,
Mm-hmm,
dog. You know what I'm saying? Like people's business is so
Accessible.
open, yeah, and accessible. It's like, dog, we can comment on shit because we feel like we know something and we really don't know nothing. But
Right.
that's
And,
what's
and
so.
people love to assume. I think
Yeah.
that's. But you just made a point, and I was telling my lady this. Like we're in a day and age where like people get info, and it's actually scary. People get information up into a certain point and stop investigating, stop trying to learn. They just assume the rest based on emotion and
Man,
how
that's
they feel.
deep, bro.
Based on their
That's
emotion.
fucking
You know
deep,
what I'm saying?
bro.
It's like, somebody could say whatever about a person, and they're like, you know what? I think that's true. But never investigate to
Nah.
find out the truth. And will be
Nah.
comfortable
Yeah.
looking at, like I was going to say memes.
It's
like,
sad
nigga.
though. It's
Woo.
sad how they argue back and forth about something that they don't even have no clue about.
Right.
But
I
we-
should be strolling like, oh my God, they about to go to each other's house. Like she about to get on a plane.
Yeah.
She really said she was about to get on a plane and beat her ass.
Yeah, over
like
some
really,
bullshit.
over
a lot.
some shit they
Over
just
some
saw.
bullshit.
That happens a whole lot.
Real talk.
Hey, yeah.
Real talk. Real talk. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Hey, look. Hey, shorty.
Kill yourself. Like really?
Shorty, no, you know what happened to me one time on social media? See, I don't do that faking on social media. I don't do no beefing it because that shit is not real to me. But one time, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me one time. I motherfucking wake up one morning. Matter of fact, the night before, I had put a post up, right? Just to post about my life, my nigga. I'm not having nobody in mind. Just putting my life out there. You know what I'm saying? I go to sleep, I wake up, and I see my phone blew up with like 5 messages, and they was like, such and such commented Joe Mobs. I was like, who the fuck talking about me in the morning? This motherfucker read my post, and whatever he was going through with life, connected that shit with him. I ain't seen this nigga in 15 years. I don't know nothing that's going on with this nigga. This nigga writing a message talking about this nigga got a problem with me. He's beefing with me. I told him before, if you got a problem with me, see me. It's 5:30 in the morning, my nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? So, you know, I had to indulge for a second. So I wrote the nigga. Huh?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't trying to put the nigga name out. You asking who is it and shit.
The dude.
Yeah. I don't want to put the Bama name out there and
The
shit.
Bama,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, okay.
But the Bama was like, yeah, he was like, so I said, let me indulge. So I wrote the Bama. I was like, hey, bro, this is the internet. I don't do that rah-rah on the internet. Call me now. I gave the Bama my number.
You had now capitalized.
You know I did, T. You know I did, T.
Just don't invite him over your house.
Nah, I gave him my number though, right? So the Bama said, all right, I'm in a meeting. I'll call you in 30 minutes. It's 5:30 in the morning. You ain't in no meeting, nigga. You had to get your heart together.
He said he's in a meeting.
So, all right. So I said I waited, nigga, and I waited, my nigga. When I said I waited, I was on the outside because I was hot. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga talking to? So this nigga called me up. He was like, hello. I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, what's going on? And at that moment, I knew this was a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this some shit he was going through. So I talked to the nigga like a man, hey, bro, because I wanted to just jump off the ledge, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, hey, bro, look, I ain't mean that. My shit that I wrote had nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up G. You know I don't do no talk. He's like, yeah, I know. So I was like, bro, from you moving forward, don't even think nothing that I write on the Facebook is about you at all. Because I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You have to start saying that. Look, this is not about you. This is just my
But you shouldn't have
random
to say that,
thought.
though. You know what I'm saying? But people bluff so hard on the
This is
joint,
my
it's easy to
random
misconstrue somebody for a bluffer.
That's why I like saying certain shit.
But a lot
because
of guys
it
think
resonates.
that. Yeah, a lot of guys like, they'll put something in the female like, oh, so what? You was talking about me, and then they'll blow your inbox up. Some people just express themselves through poetry or they might know somebody that's going through something and put something up to inspire them. That does not necessarily mean I'm talking about you. Get your mind right.
I said not too long ago, we was talking about memes.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I see way too many women.
I love them.
Memes are great.
They
You're
are.
a woman.
Where they get that word from, though?
Them joints be funny as shit, though.
They do.
But see, I
hilarious.
love memes because you can interpret it however you want to. But people always post them with a certain objective
of their
opinion
mood and how they feel.
and a certain perspective. So it's like, but what I've noticed, I'm gonna go on the ledge. I'm gonna say something, to the ladies of the DMV. Y'all got to stop venting emotionally through your memes about your shit, your struggles, your dating struggles, and men and shit like this. You know what I'm saying? You tired of seeing memes pop up with irrational shit, then followed by emojis.
Men do it too.
Hold on. Yeah.
Men got their memes too.
I'm
Freedom
speaking
of
towards the women.
expression.
I'm not saying that men don't do it. Men do a bunch of wild shit. If you taking pictures half naked in front of a mirror and you sending it to a woman, I can imagine what else you do. So all I'm saying is stop venting via a meme.
Yeah, like the joint you was talking about the other day when the joint you was talking about the joint was like
If we're talking
you
about
paying rent, what the joint was like if you
Yeah,
paying
like-
half the rent, then the nigga should be bent over or some shit.
It was like
it
it was a meme that said, if you living, I think it said something about like if you living with a dude,
and y'all paying half of rent. It was some
or
shit
it's like
like that.
how much should the man pay or something like. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. The code messing with my head a little bit, but you just see a rational point of views put in memes. So we use one we talked about before, like who comes first in a man's life, his daughter, his woman, or his mother. And to me,
his daughter. His
That's
woman,
irrational
or his
to you?
mother. I'm gonna say
It's
my
a
daughter.
question.
I'm gonna say my daughter.
But a human being, your legacy is the most important thing you do. What you leave after you die.
See, that was the right
It's
answer.
gonna live
bro.
on.
I answered it right.
How the fuck am I gonna put my mother before my kid?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my kid first, then
Or
my
put
mother,
my woman before my kid. Me
and
and
then
my
the chick
woman
third.
made my
Nigga,
kid.
you third on the list.
To me, I think the elders should always be looking out for the generations behind them.
Okay.
We just off on that stand, but we don't know that. But
Yeah.
shit, we got grandmothers raising kids now.
Yeah,
so
man. At 30 years old, great grandmother.
oh man. But my point is, it's like in memes like that, like we have all types of conversations, like who should eat first, the kids or the husband? What is that? Do everybody got food?
Can we all eat at the same time? Dang.
Why I have to beef with my kids over who eat first? That shit makes no sense to me, man. I don't get it.
Can we eat all?
But it's for the dummies though. That's for the dummies though. That's for the short minds.
There's certain memes that are good, and some other ones like, come on, man, like what's going on in your life, man?
But that's what makes it it makes it funny to me.
It's very interesting.
Because I can't take a lot of stuff serious.
Yeah,
so
but it's social media.
I look at and the response and see, oh, okay.
Right. I love that shit. Sometimes I laugh so hard, I be crying.
I can't help myself.
Hilarious.
That's why I randomly comment on people's posts all the time.
Most of my posts are memes. I even tag people to see.
That's
like how they respond
and their
posting
interactions. Shit online. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is he talking about?
I do like your posts. Yeah.
They're funny.
I do.
Good joints.
Some of the joints be weird though. I be like,
things.
what the hell is she talking about on this joint? That's just me though. I'm an off kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love memes though. I be trying. I wish I knew how to make my own joints though. You know what I'm saying?
You can.
Yeah, they have apps for that.
See, I need it. Somebody need to teach me how to do that shit so I can do that.
Teach him how to make a meme.
Please, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they got apps for it. That's what another thing. Like, if you think about, like, for our age or people that are from my generation, I should say, because I don't want to tell nobody age. You know what I'm saying? But
oh my,
we won't do that.
The youth with social media is totally different because
the millennial is that
they don't know life without technology,
and that's scary though.
And it's scary as shit because their people skills are off. You know what I'm saying? Like we was talking about how the young boys they having issues with interacting with women because they keep looking at these Instagram models. Yeah. And they in school with the girl and they looking at her like,
and she don't look like the Instagram model.
Nah, she don't look like such and such. And it's like you'd rather go home and do who knows what to your phone
and your hand and your hand
versus actually interacting with a woman. Not to say that everything with a woman is about sex, but talking, having a conversation, dating, even asking for a number is different.
Yes.
Oh man, no, I know because people be like, "Holler at me on the give me your Instagram name." Damn,
it's not.
what happened to the numbers?
It's not personal.
They don't even want to talk.
Nah,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
They want to get your information to text you.
Yeah,
I hate texting motherfuckers.
Exactly because you can. A lot of things can be miscommunicated through text.
Right, you can feel a nigga emotion through text.
I will cut someone off if all you do is text me. Can you pick up the
call
phone?
Me.
Can we
I'm a
talk?
phone person.
Yeah, I love to talk and I love to spend time with people. So
see, I ain't a phone person either.
I can't just text.
So how does how does somebody get to know you?
I want to meet up. Fuck all that shit. Yeah, I want to meet up. I don't want to talk. I want to talk on the phone. I don't want to text you. I want to see you, and I want to see if you a lying motherfucker.
See, some people go in phases. Like, I'm the type of person, I have to know if I connect with you on the phone first before I meet you.
Oh, you got to feel comfortable.
I have to feel comfortable.
Okay. So
but if I meet you out and about, that's different.
That's what I'm about to say. So you that kind of like you'd rather meet somebody on social media with that kind of take on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to like talk to them on the phone first and shit. But
I mean, if you meet them on social media, it has to be an in-depth conversation that follows. And it gotta flow. If that shit never flows,
Cause that's the only way you're gonna get my number.
Interest in
like
that.
First you DM me, and we have intellectual conversation. If I like the conversation, a few days from there, then I'll say, hey, just text me or hey, just call me. See? But don't text me all the time.
So you just get
like pick up
when
phone,
somebody texts you
all
the time,
they have
another life.
Ladies.
A man that texts you all the time, he has another family.
Or if he only
Another
texts you during certain
if he
times
cannot,
of
yes,
day.
it is. Ladies, don't listen to these men in here.
What a
It is
family? He might have a broad or two.
I know.
If
family.
she's family, she can be one person. She's a family member. A man
he
that
love her, though,
cannot
she is
pick
like
up
family.
a phone and talk to
Hold on,
you,
stop
and you
agreeing.
and he only calls you when he's at work.
Yeah, during work
there's
hours.
an issue.
It's another one.
And then he'll
that
say,
he live with.
"Oh, I'll call you back when I get in the house," and that phone never rings. He lives with someone. Don't believe the hype, ladies.
That's
She
real.
know about
Don't
that.
believe the hype.
That's real.
Oh yeah. Oh, y'all both know about that. Oh, okay. They both know about that shit. Okay.
But
It's true.
It's
true.
See, I think with social media, right, with like older cats, you know what I'm saying, like dudes in my age range and older, it gives them the ability. I mean, not to throw salt on the fellas game, but it makes cheating easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you kind of can communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can watch a girl go to the bathroom. Like,
grimy.
what you doing in the hour and a half?
Terrible.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
there's nothing wrong with looking. I
You
don't
know what I'm
mind. Go ahead.
No,
look,
I'm just
like,
saying, like,
she got a fat ass.
no,
look.
I'm saying, like, you could watch a woman walking somewhere, like, yeah, it's the perfect time for me to text you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's different, you know, versus back in the day. But that's the problem with cheating in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't think that you blame, like, social media, though. You
But
know
it does blow. It does raise up the
makes
level of thirst.
Right,
It
right.
does.
It does raise up the
It makes
level
shit
of
hotter, like, because the way dudes do shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And women. It's just thirsty people. The way thirsty people do shit. You know what I'm saying?
right. I mean, I don't. Well, yeah, because women do it too.
Yeah,
Women do it
they
too.
be aggressive
Women do it
too, nigga. Especially these new millennials.
yeah.
They grow
I
up.
hate.
They
You know
just
what I
as
hate?
aggressive.
I hate when a man says, "You know, I really don't talk that much. Females don't be hitting me like that." Like, nigga, you don't gotta talk. All you gotta do is bat your eyes and smile. Don't talk.
Don't let him be cute.
That hold up,
Don't-
niggas. That work for niggas. I ain't never did
I mean,
that
a guy could just look at me and just smile, and I was just like, "Hey."
See?
If I wasn't in a relationship, but I'm saying for a man to tell you that they don't even talk. I
Damn.
don't like a man to say every time you talk. Now, I know you got these girls on your butt. I don't even be having conversations for these girls. Like, shut up, man.
You
That
can tell
nigga
when
might
You
be
people
don't
full
have
of
to
shit.
talk.
He might
Part
be
of
telling
the
the truth.
attraction does not come with talking. It comes with a visual.
Exactly.
That's why
Look.
talking face to face is important to me.
But sometimes talking is just the deal sealer. Like you look at somebody and you think that, oh, they look fine and shit, but then you talk to them, you be like, damn, this bitch dumb as a motherfucker. I don't even want to fuck this joint. Or she be ratchet as a motherfucker. I don't even want to fuck this joint.
Data.
Yeah, nah,
Fuck
I don't
her.
even
Have
want to
sex
fuck
with
this
you
joint.
no more.
This bitch is a flagrant foul. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go there with this
Buying
joint.
your drinks and your appetizers tonight.
Or some joint and be a job like she be like a
can't.
7.5 and shit, but then you talk to her, you be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this joint. She's about
But that's why
8.5.
talking is so important.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Sapiosexual, right?
Yes.
That's
The fuck
it's
is that?
important.
The fuck is that?
Intelligence turns you on, basically.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what you
nigga, they
attracted
got
to.
words for everything out this motherfucker.
Sapiosexual.
Yeah.
Sapio, I don't even know how to spell that shit. I ain't even gonna
It's
try.
something new.
Google it.
Sapiosexual?
Sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual?
Sapiosexual.
Okay.
I stand corrected.
So
It looked
you
like
put that-
sapio,
You
but
put that under
sapio,
your
whatever.
sexual orientation after heterosexual. You put heterosexual and then sapiosexual. It's-
I don't even want to
Too
go
many
take it to
fucking
that,
labels.
because I don't want to go to because I don't like labels.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's another
I think,
convo.
I think
It
being
is,
labeled
that
right.
we
We
ain't
got to
gonna
keep
have
that on
tonight.
right.
That's another show.
Write that down.
Fucking labels. You know what I'm saying?
I think one thing with social media, like from my experience, like I've had some wild experiences. So
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like
Haven't we all?
I've had experiences with women where they communicate very little, and then you get in their presence, and then it's like they go. It's like wow, like
Game time.
I've been
girls.
the opposite sometimes.
What do you mean they go?
Gang time
they
girls.
leave
Like
you?
No, he means go like they ready. Like they
face.
ready.
Oh, they already have sex.
shit, did they leave me? All right, so let me back up a little bit.
She didn't follow it for a second though. It's all
I
good.
really did.
I got you.
It's
I
all
got
good.
you.
It's
That's
all
why-
right.
That's why I can elaborate. I know how to articulate.
Thank
So what I'm
you.
saying is, there are situations where like Tia said it, not too long ago. You interact on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You get to a point where you have a phone conversation and you conversate or converse. So which one is it? I'm not sure.
Converse.
Whatever. I like both words.
I
I'm
like
about to
them
say,
I
both.
think both
Your
should be
pick,
a word.
nigga.
Both
Your pick,
are
nigga.
words.
No more digression, but I think both should be a word. So you go from talking on the phone, so then you meet up. It's more a traditional form of dating, where I've had interactions with women where it's like, you wake up in the morning, it's like, hey boo, and it's like you bra and panties.
It's a great shot.
It's like, okay, yeah. What are you doing? Like, what do you like to drink? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Go straight to
Well,
the
after
drink.
she's at the bra and the panties, what's
That's
the...
why she shouldn't be coming over your house that soon.
well,
She's-
Yeah,
she's
that's a
the
hotel
sexual
bang.
being.
That's a hotel bang. That's a hotel bang.
see, you
She's right.
didn't have to lead Joe into that point.
She's
You didn't
a-
have to do
that's
that.
a hotel
You
bang.
didn't have to do that.
She's right though.
Hotel bang.
She's right.
All I'm saying
She
is
never, when you was
There-
conversing with her on the phone,
But
she
you
never
get-
was sexual to you.
That's my point. It might have skipped the phone and it's like, you know what, me and you need to link up. And then
the need at this
and
point.
then when you get face to face, you skip the restaurant or the public out, and then you might.
It's a great date.
You might be at somebody's
That's a
house
great
with drinks.
date.
It's a great date.
And then it's like, you know, the sexual tension is higher.
That might be meant to be.
People need mentors.
Well,
I was telling you that
do.
the other day.
They do, because you can't navigate all those situations the same. You could die in a situation
Jesus.
like that. So my point is, like, I've been in those situations where it's like, well, you know, I hear what women say, but then I also see what other women do. It can be confusing for some dudes,
But let me ask you a question.
especially from a
Does
social
it
media
matter?
standpoint.
Does it
That was a good
matter
point.
if she had sex with you the second day or the fourth or the fifth? Was
Well,
you
the
still
first.
attracted to her?
No, because I've had year ongoing relationships with, like, I'll use one. I ain't gonna use the when it was though, because I don't want put nobody out there. But we actually went out on the first date, right? So on the second date, we were going out, but she came to my house.
Okay.
But she came with an overnight bag, and I ain't know.
She
We-
was
we
ready.
So you didn't tell her
She
that
was
she can
ready.
stay.
And she was a couple years older than me. You know what I'm
She
saying? Like
had
3
it
or 4
mapped
years
out.
older than me.
Cougar.
She already knew what
So
she
she
had.
walks in the
She's
door,
giving
like,
you
on
that
her
tang
phone,
tang.
like, hey. I'm like, she look at me like, wow. Like, okay, yeah. Like, but we connected, though. Like, that second time we had sex, within like 2 or 3 weeks, you know, we end up dealing with each other for like 2 or 3 years. So it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're an
happens.
adult,
So when
it
she
doesn't-
dropped her panties at the front door, how long were you talking with her?
It depends. It depends.
But see,
on,
I think it kind of depends on the individual, though, and I think it also depends on what the stage of life you in.
Right.
Because if you if you were in the younger stage of your life, and you thinking, like, as far as a guy perspective, you in the younger stage of life, and you out here having fun, and you meet a joint that you like. It's when you having fun as a guy, it's two different kind of females you meet. It's the joints that, you know what I'm saying, you know they ain't serious, and the joints that you might would try some shit with, you know what I'm saying? And for the joint that you might try something with, if you bust it early, it might not jade your opinion of the joint, because you already was wanting this joint to work out. You know what I'm saying? So you might see this thing through. But if it's for a joint you having fun with, and I bust you the first night, not only am I
Female he's
expecting to
talking
bust you the first night, but I'm not expecting for me to call you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not because we fuck, it's because this wasn't supposed to be nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
But I think the tricky part for women is, a dude would know that he wouldn't want to be with a woman and will still have sex with you and try to blow your back out. I'm like,
with the passion too,
Right.
With the passion
like
of Christ
chest,
too,
like chest to chest,
yeah,
like sweating on you,
face to face,
sweating brow to brow.
She be like,
Ladies,
it's love.
take notes.
She be like,
Take
this
notes,
is love.
ladies. Take notes.
He be
You
like,
need
oh,
mentors,
love.
Father God.
This
the
is
Uber.
not love.
She say it's love. You're like, man, it's that Svetka.
yeah. Soon as
Not
it's over,
love.
she be like, he'd be like, you need an Uber.
If he's giving it to you good, that does not mean he
I'm
loves
not,
you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
At
you have
all.
to, communication
bitch.
has to be clear. So it's not always verbal. It's not always from an action standpoint. It's where they merge, man. And that's what social media throws things off, because you can mislead someone easily.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
it's a
but
risk.
if-
Every person
is.
you fuck with on social media is a risk. It's a potential risk. Because everybody is misleading to a certain degree, because there's no way you could promote 100% of who you are. You know what I'm saying? On a fucking site. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's what's different than like traditional relationships, because you didn't have to do that back in the day. You didn't have a profile. You didn't have pictures. You didn't have a perception to maintain.
Yeah.
When somebody met you,
They
you had
met
to-
the
you
real
were who you were, nigga.
or if you were being fake, you had to worry about being fake all the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that
It was
easier to peep.
organic.
It was way more
so
organic.
Yeah.
The millennials
I
don't. The
miss
younger
those
generations
days.
don't get it.
I know.
Nah.
Those were the days.
And it seemed
Those
like,
are
to
good.
me, it seemed like the social misfits in real life be the ones that progress and be so great on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's the people that can't even say hi to your ass in public. They be on social media. Like, one time I was in a club, dog, and this shit fucked me up, because I'm not even a club type dude, dog. I went to the club one time and I seen a young and she was bad, but she was sitting there, wasn't moving the whole time. And then, like, one time this chick put her phone up. As soon as she pressed play, she was like, ah. And then when that joint went off, she was back sitting there like,
As
and I
if
was
she
like,
having
son,
fun.
that's
She
what it
really
is
wasn't.
out here now, dog. Like, these motherfuckers is really, like, you really putting on a avatar. Like, you really putting on an image out this joint. But that's how everybody, that's what I'm saying. Whoever you deal with on social media, it's a risk, because everybody is false flagging to some extent.
Yeah,
Some people are majorly doing it. Some people are doing it inadvertently. They don't even know they doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. But it is what it is with that though. You just got it's all how, like I say, it's all how you make it though. So it's all how you make it, nigga. Like
we need another hour for this one, man. Y'all know what time it is, man?
Nah, I don't know what time it is. I don't never look at the time, nigga. I
Man.
just be trying to get it in.
We
You know
getting
what I'm saying?
good, y'all. Man, this hour, man, we gonna have to give y'all another hour, man.
I know, right? No bullshit. No bullshit.
And once we get some sponsors, you know.
Oh, that's
like-
coming, my nigga. They fucking with Crown 360,
Yes,
dog. 'Cause
yes,
we be keeping
yes.
that
Shout out to
trill.
everybody that's listening via
Yeah, man,
lives
for
on
real.
the gram,
Shout out to all my
Yeah.
supporters.
Facebook,
Yeah, for real.
social media pages. Y'all make sure y'all check us out on bliss.fm/Crown360. Watch
yeah.
our show.
We
Watch it
have
back.
we have a couple of events coming up.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
we?
talk about that real quick before we go.
Do you have
So first, let's start by this is our last Thursday. We've been on Thursdays so far for the past 3 weeks. Next week we're jumping to Wednesdays.
Next week we going to Wednesday, y'all.
Same time, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
The next event we're doing is every Thursday starting next week. We'll be at the Firehouse in Silver Spring on Georgia Avenue hosting their events. I think Rolo's promoting that. It'll be Top 5, the band, and We the Fix.
Uh-oh.
we?
So look out for that.
Uh-oh, we got some crank coming,
And
baby.
then November 18th, we'll be at Fast Eddie's for Black Alley's All Black Party.
Oh,
All right,
I love
all
What
Black
time does that
Alley.
start?
I think
Is
that's
it
10 to
10?
3. 10 to 3.
I love Black Alley.
And then December 9th, we're hosting the 2017 Class and Clash
Class and
event
Clap set
in
yeah.
Waldorf.
It's
Shout out to
$5.
222 Productions.
$5 to enter, and the kids are free. The kids are free to come.
And it's a
Yes.
beautiful networking event. We got to make sure we're focused on promoting black-owned
yeah.
businesses. We have to build in this day and age,
minority,
man.
positive
We
minority
We have to
businesses
build, man. We
and
have to.
small businesses as well. So
We working, man. This just isn't a podcast, man.
Nah,
This is
and-
a real live business.
Hell
man.
yeah. And when y'all niggas want to hear that
Yeah.
real music type shit, y'all need to listen to Joe Moth. Go on Dat Piff and check out King of the North. Or you can go on iTunes
Yes,
and go and
sir.
cop that Madman joint. Both projects you gonna rock with because I ain't, like I said, I ain't no mumble rap, which I ain't no mumble rap hater neither. But you know what I'm
All
saying?
right, all
But I
right.
am a
Make it
nigga that
clear.
use his brain when he be rapping, and I be putting that thing to action. So just go ahead and support that. You know what I mean? Joe Moth, Madman on iTunes, King of the North, Dat Piff. You know what I mean? Represent. You know what I mean?
Yes. Also, if you are a small business or entrepreneur, I have a virtual assistant company. Check me out on Virtual Girls LLC at Facebook and on Instagram.
All right, all right.
All
We
right.
working, man.
we love you
We
guys.
ain't up here loafing, man. We working.
Nah, we doing
Everybody
the
got a
damn thing.
purpose, man. We
Yeah,
got focus.
yeah. They
We getting
loving
this
us.
bag out
And we
here.
loving y'all.
I got some books coming on the way. I ain't gonna talk about them too yet, man. I gotta make sure I gotta get the first one written first. but
Okay, but it's in the it's in the
it's
construction.
grind
In the works.
season.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, Instagram just put the clock on me, man.
They did my
11.
shit too.
Yeah,
I
you
was
only
like,
get an
I ain't never
hour
seen a
now.
clock. I ain't never
Well, we
seen a
really
clock.
haven't been on our.
These
all
man was,
good.
hey yo, these man was going hard.
Much love, y'all.
Social
I
media.
did want to hold on. Patchworks Custom. I did want to give a shout out to Wayne. Patchworks Custom.
Yes.
Check out his is IG
Oh, it's Coach
at
Ming.
patchwork _
Oh, yeah, them joints is
customs.
vicious, though.
He has a new DMV jackets out.
Mm-hmm.
Go and check him out on IG.
Yes,
Check
we'll
'em
be
out,
copping
Wayne.
those real soon.
Yes,
soon.
yes. You got Donnie Simpson wearing that jacket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Represent
yeah? That's
DMV.
what's up.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what's up. Doing big
Absolutely.
things.
So, I love you guys.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Wednesday,
Yeah,
we go
Wednesday.
from Thursday to Wednesday, same time.
Yeah, understand that. Love it.
Gone.
Holla
Peace.
back.
Is it on? I gotta learn.